This portion of Local Lifestyles is sponsored by Gary Price, elder law attorney.
And Gary Price is here, our elder law attorney, and today he's here to explain what the Medicaid 5-year look back is and why it matters and why it's so confusing to people. So what exactly is the look back?
Yeah, so the look back is what you said, the 5-year look back. But yeah, it's interesting because people come in and they have a lot of questions about Medicaid, and a lot of times when I answer the questions, it's news to them, it's new. But when you mention the 5-year, they always start shaking their head. Everybody's heard of the 5-year look back. All it is, it's a rule that Medicaid has to comply with. They can ask you questions about your financials, transactions for the last 5 years, but they cannot ask you questions 5 years and 1 day ago. They can't go back
that moment, that moment that you apply. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, misconceptions then, because that is what I've heard all of my life, and total misunderstandings about all of it. So what are the common misconceptions?
Well, the biggest misconception is, okay, so what's the objective? What's the reason for the 5-year look back? The reason for the 5-year look back is Medicaid's very interested in finding out whether you transferred assets, gifted assets, maybe to family, or probably family, I was going to say, or friends, but usually it's family, without receiving value for the purpose of getting on Medicaid, because we always talk about Medicaid has resource restriction, it has income restrictions. So to meet those resource restrictions, they want to make sure you didn't transfer assets recently or within the last 5 years, and in order to get qualified for Medicaid sooner. That's the objective, that's the reason for it. So the misconception is, if I give you $15,000 and within the last 5 years, then I'm not eligible for Medicaid until my 5 years are up.
From that point that you gave the money?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the misconception. That's untrue. All that means is you made a transfer within the last 5 years. That doesn't mean you're not eligible for Medicaid. Still apply for Medicaid. That may mean that they're going to approve you for Medicaid, but assess a penalty because of the transfer you made. But you can still get on Medicaid. So don't think that if you transferred an asset, whatever it is, that you got to wait 5 years. No, it's just relevant in your Medicaid application if you made that transfer within the last 5 years.
Does it matter the amount? What if you gave your grandkids $100 apiece and there's 4 of them, whatever?
Well, there's what's called a de minimis gift, and that would probably fall within the de minimis. Regular tithing isn't an issue generally, I don't believe, shouldn't be. Regular birthday gifts may not be an issue, depends on the amount. And if you always gave the kids $50 each, and all of a sudden this year you're going to give them $5,000 each, maybe that's going to raise their flag, right? So we got to look at it. So the amount is relevant, because depending upon the amount, that determines what the penalty may be.
Right, and that's what you've got to know.
And that's what we plan for. And
that's why we come to see you. How do we get our book?
You call my office, 812-475-8444. We'll send you a free copy.
All right, thank you, Gary, as always.
Thank you.
More Lifestyles right after this. Stick around.
This portion of Local Lifestyles is sponsored by Gary Price, elder law attorney.